Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing a non-spoiler review on the latest Mission Impossible movie to join the franchise this year, titled Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So let's get straight into our review, but before we do, please like and subscribe and comment down below with your thoughts on the movie. So the movie is part of a two-parter, and Dead Reckoning left the movie on a massive cliffhanger, which we had to wait to find out what happens next in this movie. And if you haven't watched Dead Reckoning, then definitely do, as you won't understand this movie. And I'd even go as far to say watch the previous movies in the franchise so that you have a better understanding and appreciation of this movie. And I'll get into it without spoilers a bit later on. But yeah, the wait was 2 years and it was worth it 100%. This movie had higher stakes, a great cast, lots of different emotions running through my mind. Grace can vouch for this. Apparently, I was reacting and doing funny faces and all that kind of stuff throughout. And yeah. So, first thing, the chemistry with the cast, like it was amazing. And the throwbacks to some of the previous movies as well. It was very nostalgic, this movie, which kind of makes me feel like it might be the last one, but we'll again get into that a bit later. I don't want to say too much on what the throwbacks and stuff because it is a non-spoiler review, but I love that it focused on what happened in the past with Ethan and how he got to where he is now. So we get to see like sort of like how this movie has come around, if that makes sense. I loved Ethan's new team as well. I loved the chemistry, like particularly Harris and Benji, because they two stood out to me. And then also Degas as well, which I was really surprised. I like stayed as far away as possible from watching trailers and stuff because I didn't want to get any spoilers. So maybe it was in the trailer, but I was really surprised at how involved he was in this movie. And also, I don't want to spoil it, but when you watch the movie, another favorite of mine was a guy who kept saying Mister. I absolutely love that guy. But generally, the movie had like a stellar cast, and I love the chemistry between all of them. Like, characters are great, and it was really good getting to see some development as well, some certain characters as well. Now, it's a Mission Impossible movie, so we have to talk about the action scenes. And let me say, wow, I always do wonder how they can top it off after the previous movie. And this is the eighth movie in the franchise, and the fight and the action sequences were taken to a whole new level. I loved it. I was honestly gasping and at the edge of my seat. I don't think I say this enough, but I was literally like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was like, my heart rate, like the whole movie throughout. I don't think I had a chance to like breathe. Like I was honestly at on edge for the whole movie, which is just clever writing, just a great performance from the cast. However, I was a bit concerned about the long runtime. It did seem quite long. Just when I heard like I think it's like 2 hours and 30, 40 minutes or something, maybe from memory. But it's not the longest movie I've watched, like Avatar 2, The Lord of the Ring. It's a pretty long. But I think I had a right to be concerned because whilst the action was there throughout and the suspense and there was an overall roller coaster of emotions for me as well, but there were moments when I was like, oh, this does seem to be going on for a bit long. I don't think we need all of this. You could hurry it up. So I guess just be prepared. But honestly, like I wouldn't say that like made me not enjoy the movie. Like there was never a dull or like a boring moment. Like I said, like it kept my undivided attention the whole way throughout. So do I want to see another movie? Mission Impossible 9, perhaps Mission Impossible 10, however far it will go. We'll start with 9 though, with the baby steps, right? So I think personally they left it perfectly. Like if this was to be the last movie, I think the way they did it and all the little throwbacks to the last movies, it just gave that sort of like, wow, this is how far we've come from that first like movie all the way to now. Wow, like that's crazy. So I'd be okay with it if they just left it with this movie. But saying that, if they did decide to do a ninth film, I would 100% watch it. Especially if they bring back some of the characters from this movie, like Paris and Dagus. I now I guess this is up to you to decide as well, but I kind of feel quite mixed about Grace. I wasn't. She's okay. She's not my favorite. I don't know. There's just something about her that I'm like, ugh. I mean, in the previous movie, I liked her more, but that is fi Dead Reckoning. But in Final Reckoning, I'm just like, oh, she seems a bit annoying. But yeah, anyway. Now, there is also the option that I've heard that some people said like they might replace Ethan with someone else, and I am 100% against it. I don't think this franchise would be what it is without Ethan and his friends. But yeah, if you want a movie with a good story, a good set of characters, with chemistry, suspense, action, mystery, nostalgia, and also a roller coaster of emotions, then this is it. Just be warned about the long runtime, but honestly, it was 100% worth it. And if you've watched all the other movies and you've loved it, then I would be surprised if you didn't like it. And I have to say, so far, it is one of my favorite movies of this year, surprisingly.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I really, really enjoyed this film, and Tom Cruise pulls it off again as Ethan Hunt, and thankfully didn't pull a muscle considering all the stunts he's been doing in this film. I really love that how this franchise, how they did a two-part story. Like I never thought they would do it, but it was really good. And the story was really interesting as well, focusing on a villain, using AI as a weapon. At first I thought it was a bit cheesy idea from the previous film, but then I realized like it's a challenge, it's a crazy challenge for the heroes to face. And it's kind of a reflection on our issues today with AI and technology and how fake news and information can corrupt people's perspective. But yeah, it was really interesting. And like Emily said, there were so many hints and Easter eggs from previous films in the franchise, even from like from the first one and through bits. It was just interesting and like again, nostalgia and just reflecting back on how far this franchise has gone through, like how far Ethan has done. It's really amazing and it's kind of emotional as well. The missions are outstanding. I love action films and I love how creative they are in making those fight and action scenes, like doing from one bit to another, where they're jumping off a building or flying a plane. It was crazy. But there's a submarine part, and that really got me shaking. Like, even we were in this big open cinema, but I still feel claustrophobic. Like, I feel like I had to breathe for Ethan, just like thinking, like, because we knew he was going to be fine, but it's like, oh my God, I'm physically shaking here. It was crazy, but I loved it, if that makes sense. Um, the one thing that did bug me though in one part of the film, there was a little sad scene. I'm not gonna go f I'm not gonna talk about it because of spoilers, but what I get it, they were trying to make it emotional, but for me, I just felt like eh, the filmmakers and the actors didn't try to make it as tearfully sad as it should, if that makes sense. Like I didn't feel like I wanted to cry or I don't know. I feel like they were just missing a little bit of emotion there. The characters are great, funny, amazing, and lovable. Ethan is great as always. Except the past when he was going to give me a heart attack on the missions, but other than that, he's brilliant. I also love how they showed us some flashbacks to his past. Even in the previous film, it was really interesting to know what he did before he joined the MIF. However, I do wish we learn a little bit more about him and his connection to Gabriel, but other than that, I think it's still good. Grace, I'm on your side, Emily. Like, she did kind of get on my nerves in the previous film. She did grow on me a little bit, but. I just hate that they're kind of bringing Grace to replace Elsa, and I just felt like no, that it's just a wrong move here. Bring her in as someone else, like for a different position, but not like as a new female lead. It was just I don't know, it just didn't felt right for me. I don't blame the actress. I just blame the choice that the filmmakers made. Benji. I can't get enough of Benji. I just love him. He's funny, and these missions wouldn't be successful without him. Oh, There was a moment in the film where I was scared for Benji. If you've seen it, you understand. But oh my God, I love that guy to bits. He's great. Luther, God bless him. I love him as well. He's great. He's a great friend and great ally to Ethan. And our new villain Gabriel is an emotionless psychopath. I seen this actor once in Ozark, and he was also a scary character back then. Seeing him again, like in that same eerie feeling, it's the actor played the villain so well, and he acts as though he's untouchable, even for Ethan. And there was also a lot of like big name actors from other TV shows and films who appeared in this film. And it's just proving that nearly everyone in the film industry wants to be part of Mission Impossible. And I think, yeah, I think the soundtrack was also good in some scenes. I would definitely say this is also one of the best films ever produced this year. It's amazing, it's outstanding. I think even if you're not a Mission Impossible fan, watch the previous film, but then definitely watch this one. It's just even if it's the last one or not, it's definitely worth a watch. If you like action, this is something you need to watch on a Saturday night, definitely. Do I want the more films? Absolutely. But if that's the end, I think it's a good end to Mission Impossible. Yeah, because not everything lasts forever. And I agree with you, Emily, that I wouldn't want them to replace Ethan unless they can make it somehow reasonable to for him to be replaced if he want to retire or train someone. But I think they need to really think hard about if they want to continue the franchise with a different actor. But yeah, this film, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So, guys, that's the end of our review to Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. We hope you enjoy our non-spoiler review. We definitely recommend you watching this film. So go ahead while you're at it. Before you leave, though, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below. Also, leave a comment about your thoughts on the film if you have seen it, and do you want the franchise to continue, or do you think that should be the last film? Also, you could check out other reviews we've done in the past. We've done a few Disney, Marvel, or none of that, and some Bollywood films. We also done reactions to some of them, like we done Drishyam, Three Idiots. We also done a few Disney ones like Robin Hood, Lion King, Marvel films. Deadpool and Wolverine. So many guys, check them out on our channel. I can't listen down, I can't remember off the top of my head. You can also check out our Instagram and Twitter accounts to follow us, and we will stay updated for more videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.